potentially. 5 games out. Yes, they are 5 games out. We'll see where they stand from that. We're not talking baseball today anyway. But anyways, Giants coming up later tonight. It's going to be against the Rockies, like I said. What do we got on the docket? First of all, big thanks to Tony D for tossing it to us in the previous hour. Tony D show from 2 to 3 p.m. on 1430 ESPN. Tony D, Sportsline Bulldog Hour, Tony D from 2 to 3. You can listen to it live and on demand on the 1430 ESPN app or 1430 ESPNFresno.com website. That's where you find it as well. Find my show there as well, 1430 ESPNFresno.com website or 1430 ESPNFresno.com. And also our Saturday show, Paul Metters, Central Valley Sports Report from 10 a.m. to noon, every Saturday live from First String Sport, also live on those platforms as well. We're also live in the video portion as well. Hello, YouTube audience, Facebook, Twitch, all of those folks here on our ESPN Fresno platforms. You can watch us live or back on demand. Just click like, subscribe, all of that great stuff to our channel. So if you want to catch some of the show in that form or fashion, always having fun here on the video side as well. So, good to be here. Good to have you here. Let's go to the sponsors. Lee's Air Hotline. Lee's Air Hotline, 559-320-1430. The way to reach our show, 559-320-1430. The way to reach our show, that is how you call in with your opinions. Let's take a look at the Lee's Air weather check. 101 degrees right now, potentially getting up to 103 by the later afternoon. I will say, and I'm going to make this proclamation, I'm going to do it. This is the last 100-degree day of 2024. I'm proclaiming it now. Folks, rejoice. It is hundreds no more. And I'm going to take that to the bank. I'm going to do the Phil Stranamus guarantee on that, folks. And yes, I may be jinxing it, but that's fine. 100-degree temperatures, no more after today. That's what I'm going to declare for everyone out there listening. Good to be here. Good to be alongside the folks here in this show, and we got a good one for you. Of course, I like to clear it out, especially when we do a recap of the football side of things. It's going to be more of this. This is what Mondays are going to kind of feel like. We're kind of doing the Monday show on the Tuesday, playing catch-up today, but we got a lot to get into, including the Fresno State game on Saturday. I shared my opinions. Some people have seen them. I was over on Gabe's program on KMPH on Sunday. I'll go dive into it a little more extensively today. We'll talk about the Oregon State game coming up between the Bulldogs and the Beavers. Some interesting things of note there. Do a little bit of the Mountain West round out as well, talking about all the games that happened in the Mountain West. Kind of do a big college football hour to start our show today, and maybe have some fun with some of the other things we saw in college football this weekend, good or bad in terms of that. Then I'll do some high school talk in the second hour. We'll dive into my NFL stuff as well. By the way, Benotti Blitz is making its return today. The Benotti Blitz is returning today, talking about and ranking every single game from the NFL slate. We're going to do those every Tuesday. We're going to be doing those every Tuesday for you. The Benotti Blitz. Can't wait to bring it back. We'll wrap up the show and get you set for everything coming up later tonight, of course, and should be a lot of fun. But before we dive into that, it is good to be joined by a couple of the producers today that are in the show. And as I do after we come off of every weekend, we have to ask the question simply, how was their weekend? We have Tanvir and we have Jorge in the other room today. So why don't we start with, by the way, you guys pull the switcheroo on me. It's sometimes it's Jorge in this seat and Tanvir in the other one. Tanvir's in the main seat today. So I'll go to Tanvir first. Tanvir, how was your weekend?
It's a good weekend. Got a lot of work done. I was so excited for week 1 of the college football season. Not going to lie, it didn't really live up to my expectations in terms of those 3 top 10 matchups. But otherwise, I am just happy that college football is back.
Jorge, how was your weekend?
Oh man, it was pretty cool because it was like Saturday was from since I woke up to I went to sleep. It was pure sport, just like sports, watching soccer, football, and then a little bit of the F1 qualifying, and then
F1 qualifying,
some tennis, just everything.
Hey, my Everton team, they got to win again. I'm telling you, we're going to finish top 5 Champions League. Here we come. Is that how it works?
Get out of here.
I don't know if it's going to work for them, but
Did I soccer right?
you soccered correctly.
So, anyways, no. I like the early start from my guys. All right. Let's talk about this weekend. Of course, I had a great weekend. Went to the Fresno State game on Saturday. Enjoyed my time there. Well, I enjoyed my time for a little bit there. Sometimes I was a little more stressed out, and I'm sure a lot of fans were feeling the same stress as well coming out of that game, but we'll get into that in a second. I had a very relaxing Sunday in terms of everything. Just hanging out, watching some football with some buddies. I did screw up. I did accidentally have 3 completely separate groups of people that I will say have never interacted with each other in any form or fashion. I allowed 3 separate groups of people to have the same fantasy draft days on that Sunday. And I had a draft at 6 o'clock Pacific time. I had a draft at 7 o'clock Pacific time. I had a draft at 7:30 Pacific time. And by the way, it would have worked. But for some godforsaken reason, our 6 o'clock draft, who, by the way, most people are in the East Coast, so this is a 9 p.m. draft for a lot of people. This is my 6. I'm benefiting from being on the Pacific time zone. They set each pick at 4 minutes.
Oh my!
4
goodness.
minutes.
That's
it
a
was
travesty.
absolutely torture. You know how long the 7 o'clock one took? 30 minutes, because it was like a minute a pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 30 minutes. I got scared
No,
for 30
minutes
per pick.
whole.
Okay.
30 minutes entirety. The
That's
draft
good.
that started at 6 ended after the draft that started at 7. And then I had 7:30 draft, which went through basically like till 8:30, which is like the typical one. But
Right.
4 minutes per draft pick, I was losing it. And, of course, I had a technical faux pas. I was borrowing my friend's iPad because I couldn't do multiple tabs of drafting on the phone, so I had to do that. And then the iPad glitched. Instead of me drafting Amari Cooper, I drafted some guy named Prince who's on the Patriots IR as a running back with my 15th overall, not 15th overall, with my like 15th round pick. Thankfully, I got Amari Cooper back on the waiver wire after a day or two, settled in. But